So I'm going to tell you a little story about myself, and it's quite exciting. So you'll see a little different side of me. So I had to go to a training for business that I was involved in. I'm very self-sufficient. I just 29 or 30 when this happened. And I said the gas prices were like $5 a gallon, so I thought I have to go to Chicago. I'm going to take a train. So I got my train ticket, got all set to go, called the hotel. I'm very attention to detail, so I figured to myself, okay, I'm going to call the hotel. I'm going to Chicago by myself. I'm arriving late at night. But what's going to happen is I need to make sure I'm very organized and I know how to get to the hotel so that I'm safe. Because I'm a little farm girl from Fowlerville, and I'm going to the big city. So my husband says, here's a knife, put it in your purse, go on your way. Be careful. My dad taught me, you walk like you own the street, right? Totally know what I'm doing. So I thought I'm fine going to Chicago. Excuse me. I get to Ann Arbor. The train leaves an hour late. No big deal, right? Get on the train, go to Chicago. They told me, the hotel told me, when you get to Chicago, when you pull in, you'll just get off the train, there's going to be a shuttle waiting for you. How much easier can it be, right? No problem. So I'm on the train, I get off, I see Mr. Conductor guy, and I say, hey, where's the shuttle for this specific airport? Oh, honey, there is no shuttle. You have to either go get a taxi or you have to go outside and you have to go down to the subway. I thought, okay, well, this kind of puts a little hitch in my get-up, but that's okay. So I walk like I own the street. I'm a big fan of crime dramas, just FYI. I got in at about 11:30 at night, so I step out of the train station and I see all the steam coming up from the manholes and the riffraff on the corner, and I'm thinking, I got my knife, life's good. So I think to myself, I'm not getting a taxi because the whole reason I took a train was to save money. So I'm just going to take the subway. Never taken the subway in my life, but I'm totally capable. Keep in mind through this whole entire story, I have a roll-along bag and I have 2 other bags over my shoulders, but I'm walking like I own the place with my pounds of baggage. So I go ahead, I walk with this couple that I'm thinking, okay, I'll just look like I know them. Walk down into the subway. Of course, that late at night, there's plenty of riffraff down there. So I'm sitting there, like again, I own the station, waiting to get on the train. Hop on the train. It's quite late at night. I call the hotel, and I'm like, okay, what stop do I need to get off at? Getting all the details. And they said, if you're not there by 1 a.m. to this certain stop, the shuttle will leave and you'll have to take a taxi. Again, defeating the whole purpose of taking the train. But again, super confident, life is good, everything's exactly the way that I planned. Sitting there, people are trying to talk to me, the random people that late at night trying to talk to a young girl with all the bags. Clearly, she's not from here. So I basically am just sitting on the train. I'm getting, that fear is kind of rising up in me little by little bit here. This is not exactly what I planned. So it's like 12:45. I'm looking at the stops on the sub. Keep in mind, I've not ever been on a subway. So I'm like, okay, I'm thinking 2-3 minutes between each stop. I'm trying to calculate the whole thing, right? So I'm sitting there, and I think to myself, if I don't make it by 1, this is not the way I planned it. So I'm starting to get the fear. I'm starting to get a little bit angry at the people that I talked to 6 weeks ago at the hotel. So I'm almost there, and I called, and I said, please, I'm going to be there like within 5 minutes. I might be like 2 minutes after 1. Can you please wait? They said, no. No, we cannot wait. If you do not make it there by 1, they're leaving. That's it. Too bad. So I'm like, well, okay, if I have to spend the money, I guess I'll just do that. So I proceed with all of my bags to get to the stop. Keep in mind, it's like 1 minute to 1. I still don't know where the shuttle is. I have no idea. So I jump off. There's 2 ways to go. Of course, no signs, nothing like that. So I just think, well, I'll just run left. And keep in mind, I don't run, I don't exercise, so me sprinting with all my bags, not the best thing. But anyways, so I start jetting, literally running with my bags, running. And of course, I get some guy says to me, where are you going? And I said, I'm trying to find the shuttle for the hotel. He's like, oh, no, it's way back there, down the stairs, up the ramp, all that good stuff. So I turn around, there's very few people, and I just start running like my tail was on fire. What happens? My luggage clip grabs my leg. Never fallen so bad in my life. I fell flat. The adrenaline was so much thinking, I've got to get there, I have to get there. I popped right back up, ran. Of course, by the time I actually got there, nice elderly shuttle driver, I can't breathe, I've got my water, I'm shaking. He says, honey, what are you doing? Are you okay? What's happening? And I'm like, they said hang on, I can't breathe. They said if I didn't get here, you would leave. Oh, honey, I would have waited. I knew you were coming. You just took your time. Of course, you know how really thrilled I was with the hotel at that point. So he got me in the shuttle. I got to the hotel. That's pretty much the end of the story. I was safe. I didn't have to use my knife. It all worked out to my advantage. The moral of the story is this. Chase after your passion like it's the last bus of the night. If half of us ran with half as much intensity as I was sprinting with my bags and my stuff and tripping and falling and not even realizing. I mean, the next day I got up, I had bruises. My knees instantly turned black, my elbows, it was quite painful. But here's the thing, in the midst of it, because I had to get there and I had that much passion about getting to that shuttle, you got to do it. So just remind yourselves every day, whether it's social media, whether it's trying to tame the email beast, whether it's trying to be optimistic, whether it's whatever it is, chase after your passion and what you're doing like it's the last bus of the night. Thank you very much.